Craig is back with us now, and we've got round two for some people in Florida still trying to clean up from that last storm. Craig, it's a nightmare, right? I mean, we have insurance for a reason. You pay a lot in it a lot of times, and then you expect for it to be there when you need it, but it is far more complicated than that, as you have experienced.
Yeah, the storm's a nightmare in itself. That's, bad. But then trying to work and get things taken care of with insurance companies is probably even a bigger nightmare. And in the case of this last storm now, a lot of it's going to be flood damage, which if people don't have flood policies, their homeowners insurance isn't even going to help them. So it's going to be a battle. I feel very badly, especially people up in Tennessee, North Carolina. They weren't expecting this by any means.
I know each of these storms, we learn a little bit more. For those who are dealing with a nightmare right now, what is the first steps? What would be your advice to them in trying to expedite the claim process?
Right. I mean, you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. I had 40 years experience. I couldn't do it. Public adjusters, probably attorneys. You need to document everything, photos, documentation, and then find yourself, some support people that can do the battle, because you won't be able to go it alone.
Why is the system, Craig, such a mess? Why does it have to be so hard?
I have no idea. I think, unfortunately, with the storms, insurance companies, if they did what they needed to do right up front, the rates would even be higher. So I think they're going to deny, underpay by 90% in a lot of cases, and hope most people will go away. And a lot of people do, and they count on that only the ones that are persistent and determined and keep fighting the fight for a year and a half, 2 years, will ever get anything resolved. So people need to know they're going to have patience, but they're going to have persistence and determination, and just keep fighting to get things done. It's just the way the system works, apparently.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, and it's a double-edged sword because of all of the new claims they'll get. Does that just drive up prices even more?
Right. Yeah, I mean, down here in Florida, fortunately, unfortunately, a lot of this is going to be flood coverage. Is not going to affect homeowners insurance, maybe, because it'll be under the flood program, the people that are fortunate enough to have flood insurance. So this one may not affect us Floridians as much, because there won't be that much covered under their homeowners policy. But yeah, going forward, I'm not sure what the answer is. I think this needs to be taken a serious look at a lot of levels and come up with a better way to handle this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people, Craig, I feel like you need insurance, right? It's your safety net, but cases like this make you wonder, is it even worth having in making that investment?
Yeah, I question it. And I'm sure a lot of people, particularly along the coast, they look at, okay, it's going to cost $50,000 a year for the insurance and another whatever for flood insurance. I'll just put the money in the bank and hope that a storm like this doesn't come up. The problem is, once in a while, a storm like this comes up, and now they're out of pocket on everything. So I'm not sure what the answer is. There is no answer right now.
There is no answer, but a lot of people dealing with it together. Craig, thanks for coming back with us. Our best to you. It doesn't leave us all that optimistic, but at least knowing going into it what to expect. Yeah, I know. I wish you did too. All right. Appreciate your time as always. Good to see you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.